Before we start, let me say this. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, Allahu Akbar, Jo Bole So Nihal Sat Sri Akal, and Jai Shri Ram. The only reason I'm saying all this upfront is purely because asking questions in your own country can sometimes get you labeled as anti national. This reality is that there are far more serious issues affecting our day to day life, and issues deserve attention. I have immense respect for this country for standing in those 7 a.m. Independence Day and Republic Day parades as a child, to paying my income tax today, to exercising my right to vote. I have always tried to contribute in whatever ways I can towards the betterment of this country and the society, which is exactly why I believe I have the right to ask the question. It's been around 10 days since Mumbai monsoon started, and once again we are seeing the same story: potholes, waterlogging, traffic chaos, damaged roads, and endless inconvenience for an average citizen. Every year the promise changes. Every year the problem remains the same. इनफॅक्ट मुंबईमध्ये मान्सून सुरू झाला की गुगल मॅप्स पण कन्फ्यूज होतो. रोड कुठे संपतोय आणि तलाव कुठे सुरू होतंय ते. Yes, the government is building ceilings, highways, and mega infrastructure projects. But my question is simple: what about the road we use every single day? What about the local railway network carrying millions of people? What about the infrastructure that directly impacts the middle class citizen? When my father was working, there was belief that the time will come, I start earning, things would be better. Development would eventually reach the common man. Today I am earning, and honestly I am still waiting. Sometimes I wonder whether I am hopeful or just being delusional, and at times I genuinely feel cheated. People often say Mumbai is overcrowded. Maybe it is. And I don't think people are the problem. And before somebody starts a vocal versus outsiders debate in the comments, let me clarify. मी जन्मापासून मुंबईमध्ये राहतो. भैया कार्ड खेळायचा प्रयत्न करू नका. The issue isn't people coming here. The issue is that opportunities are concentrated in handful cities: Mumbai, Pune, Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and a few others. If somebody leaves their hometown, family, and comfort behind to build a better future, I have absolutely no issues with that. In fact, I respect that struggle. But why should they be forced to do so? Why aren't opportunities distributed across the country? Why are education, employment, and growth concentrated in a few locations? Because right now, it feels like we are trying to cook a biryani even before preparing the rice correctly. Policies are being introduced without understanding the realities faced by the ordinary citizens. The people drafting these policies are not worried about rent, they are not worried about daily commuting, they are not worried about vehicle breakdown on the way to work. The average citizen is. And I am not against hard work. I am willing to hustle, I am willing to pay taxes, I am willing to contribute, but I also expect results. For the last 5 years, I have seen the exact same pattern. Whenever a minister or VIP is expected to visit Mumbai, suddenly miracles start happening. Roads are repaired, dividers are painted, footpaths are cleaned, potholes disappear overnight. मुंबईमध्ये मिनिस्टर येणार म्हणजे BMCचं BP 200च्या वर जातं. Everything gets fixed. And my question is, why does everything improve only when somebody important is visiting? If that's the formula, then I request all foreign ministers, ambassadors, and international delegates, आ जाओ भाई, वीकली रोटेशन मुंबईमध्ये या करून. तुम्ही याल तर आमचे रोड्स तरी सुधारतील. बिकॉज क्लिअरली द वर्क कॅन बी डन. रोड्स ओव्हरनाईट बनतात म्हणजे टेक्नॉलॉजी आहे. प्रॉब्लेम टेक्नॉलॉजीचा नाही आहे, इंटेंटचा आहे. नाव लेट्स टॉक अबाउट टॅक्सेस. Forget income tax for a moment. Every citizen pays GST on products, on service, on daily necessities, essentials, on almost everything except for condoms. And after paying all these taxes, if basic infrastructure still doesn't improve, then that's a government failure. Simple. E20. When GST on motorcycles below 350cc was reduced from 28 to 18%, I was happy. As a motorcycle enthusiast, I genuinely appreciated that move because for majority of the common citizens or people from the country, that is the affordability bracket. I own motorcycles for which I have already paid tax till 2034 and 36. BS4 and BS6 motorcycles that were never originally designed around E20 fuel. Yet I am increasingly being pushed towards fuel choices that have caused real world issues. Throttle body changed, fuel pump changed, सर्व्हिस सेंटर विजिट्स इन्क्रीज्ड. ॲट दिस पॉईंट सर्व्हिस सेंटरवाले मला नावाने ओळखतात, फक्त बड्डेला बोलवत नाहीत एवढंच बाकी आहे. अँड डिस्पाईट पेईंग टॅक्सेस ओव्हर ऑल ऑफ दिस, द बर्डन ऑफ adaptation falls entirely on me. Then I saw a statement saying ethanol fuel is used in racing cars. Sir, with all due respect, are we racing on Indian roads like those Kurla boys or commuting on them? A Formula 1 car and a 1 lakh rupee commuter motorcycle are not the same thing. Their engineering is different, their maintenance is different, their operating conditions are different. The average citizens are not taking his Splendor, Pulsar or commuter bike to a racetrack. ऑफिसला जातोय, सिग्नलवर उभा आहे, इथे रेस नाही जिंकायची आहे. द कन्सर्न इज रिलायबिलिटी, नॉट टाइम लॅप्स. मी 30 मिनिट्समध्ये पिझ्झा नाही डिलिव्हर करत आहे ऑफिसला जाऊन. देन कम्स फ्युएल प्राइस कंपॅरिझन. I recently heard a comparison with Pakistan. Again, my question is, why do we always compare ourselves with countries performing worse? When we aspire, shouldn't we compare ourselves with the best? Compare roads with Dubai. स्पेस टेक्नॉलॉजीचा वापर. हो, मंगळ आणि चंद्रग्रह रोज बघतोय मी मुंबईमध्ये आत्ता, आणि हे अजून खराब होणार आहे येत्या काही दिवसांमध्ये. कम्पेअर इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर विथ ग्लोबल बेंचमार्क्स ना. पेट्रोल पाकिस्तानपेक्षा स्वस्त आहे म्हणून आनंद करायचा असेल तर उद्या दुबईचा प्रिन्स मला फोन करून म्हणेल की हार्दिक दुबईला ये, दुबई चालव, तर मी पण म्हणेन बघा माझं मार्केट व्हॅल्यू किती आहे. कंपॅरिझन करायची तर स्वतःच्या वरच्या लोकांशी करा ना. इफ यू कॅन कम्पेअर युअर सेल्फ ग्लोबली इन स्पेस टेक्नॉलॉजी, वाय नॉट कम्पेअर सिविक इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर ग्लोबली ॲज वेल. Meanwhile, paper leaks are also happening. Students protest. Young people take the streets demanding accountability. Let's use a simple workplace example here. Suppose your junior commits a major mistake on a project that you are managing. Who gets questioned? The junior or the manager? ऑफिसमध्ये ज्युनियरनी मिस्टेक केली तर मॅनेजरला बोलवतात. गव्हर्नमेंटमध्ये मिस्टेक झाली की अपोजिशनला बोलतात, मीडियाला बोलवतात, पावसाला बोलतात, प्रिव्हियस गव्हर्नमेंटला बोलतात. पण रिस्पॉन्सिबल कोण हे कोणीच नाही सांगणार. पीपल आरंट आस्किंग फॉर मिरॅकल्स, दे आर आस्किंग फॉर अकाउंटेबिलिटी. दॅट्स हाऊ एव्हरी फंक्शनिंग सिस्टम शुड वर्क. जर काही ब्लंडर किंवा फकअप तुमच्या कालावधीत झाला आहे, देन बी आन्सरेबल फॉर इट. यू कॅन्ट बी लाईक की अरे काय हॅपी बर्थडेचा मेसेज मी ट्विटरवरती जाऊन टाकतो, खूप छान काम होतं आहे. कॅनॉट बी द सिच्युएशन ना. अनदर इश्यू इज ट्रान्सपरन्सी. Citizens have repeatedly asked for detailed information regarding E20 implementations. People have filled RTIs, people have raised concern, people have asked questions. This isn't nuclear launch code information, this isn't defense strategy, it's a public policy directly affecting citizens. Why is transparency treated like a secret? KFCचं सिक्रेट रेसिपी आहे का ते, की बर्गर कसा बनतं आम्ही नाही देऊ शकत तुम्हाला. RTIमध्ये E20 इम्प्लिकेशन्सचं जे काही आहे लोक आज रिमांड करतात. वाय इट इज नॉट गेटिंग शेअर्ड? पीपल आर सिम्पली आस्किंग क्वेश्चन्स अबाउट समथिंग दॅट इज अफेक्टिंग देअर डेली लाईफ्स. अँड लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द मीडिया नाव. मीडियाला बघितलं की वाटतं इंडियामध्ये सगळं परफेक्ट चालू आहे. फक्त आम्ही आणि आमच्या बाईक्सलाच माहीत आहे की ग्राउंड रियालिटी काय आहे ते. देर आर इन्फ्लुएन्सर्स, इंडिपेंडंट कॉन्टेंट क्रिएटर्स, लोकल रिपोर्टर्स टॉकिंग अबाउट द इश्यूज that impact citizens, but many mainstream conversations simply move on. Now some people will watch this and call me anti-national, but asking questions isn't anti-national, ye samajh lo. Holding government accountable it isn't anti-national. Demanding better roads, better infrastructure, transparency and sensible policy making isn't anti-national. Blind support helps nobody. Constructive criticism does. The bigger risk for any government in this is people can tolerate inconvenience only for so long. People can be squeezed only so much. At some point, those with ambitions, talent, and opportunities will simply leave this country. Not because they hate this country, but because they are tired of feeling unheard. They are tired of paying more and receiving less. They are tired of being told everything is fine when their daily reality says otherwise. And this is where I personally feel disappointed because I voted with hope, like million others. Not for the betterment of a political party, but for the betterment of my own country. Political success is important, but governance should always come first. As these things start today, I genuinely hope conditions improve because if they don't, by 2029, I may seriously consider opportunities abroad, not because I want to leave India, but because every individual wants a better quality life, better infrastructure, better accountability, less friction in everyday lives, and at the end of the day, I can only pay taxes if I can earn with a peace of mind. And if something as basic as commuting to work becomes a difficult because of poor roads, vehicle breakdown, infrastructural failures, then the system is directly affecting the very people who keep the country running. And one last thing, you can call me whatever you want, you can call me anti-national if you want, but pothole मध्ये शॉक ॲब्झॉर्बर तुटलं ना की नॅशनलिझम वॉरंटी क्लेम होत नाही. थँक्यू. जय हिंद. भारत माझा देश आहे. सारे भारतीय माझे बांधव आहेत. माझ्या देशावर माझं प्रेम आहे. माझ्या देशातल्या समृद्ध आणि विविधतेने नटलेल्या परंपरांचा मला अभिमान आहे. त्या परंपरांचा पाईक होण्याची पात्रता माझ्या अंगी यावी म्हणून मी सदैव प्रयत्न करीन. मी माझ्या पालकांचा, गुरुजनांचा आणि वडीलधाऱ्या माणसांचा मान ठेवीन आणि प्रत्येकाशी सौजन्याने वागेन. माझा देश आणि माझे बांधव यांच्याशी निष्ठा राखण्याची मी प्रतिज्ञा करत आहे. त्यांचे कल्याण आणि त्यांची समृद्धी यातच माझे सौख्य सामावलेले आहे. जय हिंद.